Okay guys, there was a little bit of a glitch, so even though I told you I was going to do one video, it's actually going to be two videos. So here is our grand finale. It's a word problem. Okay, so let's read this problem. It says, Sophia launches a rocket from the ground. Draw a rough sketch of the rocket's height, y, as a function of x. Okay, so I'm going to draw the rocket. So guys, I'm a terrible artist, just to give you a heads up. This is Sophia right here. And here's the rocket. So guys, projectile motion here, right, follows the path of a parabola, right? It's going to go like that. So something goes up, and then it comes back down, right? So it's saying here, assume the rocket leaves the ground at the point 0, 0. So right there is 0, 0. Okay, so this is our rough sketch. Let's see what they tell us. They tell us here to write an equation in the form y equals a times x minus h squared plus k. Notice what's missing here is b, right guys? So they're telling us the vertex is at 28, 6. So another thing they're telling us, if they tell us the vertex is 28, 6, is that h, k is the vertex. So h equals 28 and k equals 6, right? So what I'm going to do, I get my handy calculator, I'm going to put in h and k into my equation. So they say that the vertex is at 28, 6. So h is 28 and k is 6. Now, x and y are our variables, but where's a? How are we going to find a? Well, the only way we can find a is we are going to plug in a known point on the curve other than the vertex. So, well, what's the other point we know? We only know one other point, and that is 0, 0. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug in the point 0, 0 for x and y. So I'm going to say 0 equals a times 0 minus 28 squared plus 6. So let's start PEMDASing this. That gives me 0 equals a times negative 28 squared plus 6. Done 28 squared before I started this, but it equals 784. So this gives me 0 equals 784a plus 6. So if I subtract 6 from both sides, I get negative 6 equals 784a, and if I divide by 784, I get a equals negative 6 over 784. So let's reduce that. What I'm going to get here is negative 3 over 392. That's equal to a. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come right in here and put in, right here, negative 3 over 392. Now, don't worry if that confuses you. You can back up the video and re-watch it. Right? We know that a is negative because it's an upside down parabola. Right? And negative a means it opens down. So they want to know what's the domain and the range of this function. Well, if you remember, domain is all the x values that make sense for the function. So let's come back over to the graph. We know that our vertex is at 28, 6. And we also know that parabolas have symmetry. So for the rocket to travel up to its vertex, it traveled 28 feet, right guys? Oh, no, take that back. It traveled for 28 seconds. Sorry guys. It traveled for 28 seconds when it reaches its maximum height. And then it takes another 28 seconds to fall back down to the ground. So the only values of x here that make sense are between 0 and 56, right? 28 plus 28 is 56. So for our domain, we're going to say that x is between 0 and 56. And that's a unit of time, right? Now, it also makes sense that the y values, the range, what values make sense there? Well, the rocket's height, the maximum height here goes up to a maximum height of 6 feet. Right? And its low point is the ground. Right? So the rocket goes between, this is the only values that make sense between 0 and 6, right? Because the rocket doesn't get higher than 6 feet and it doesn't go underground. So I'm going to say that y is between 0 and 6 feet. Okay, guys, the last question, they're saying, is the value of a going to change if I change my vertex? And the answer is absolutely yes, right? Because the entire rocket launch now is going to be shorter. The rocket's not going to go as high up. But let's just show why that's the case. So if my new vertex is at 24, comma 4, right? If I plug in 0 for x and y, right, that's going to get me this. 0 equals negative 24 squared, a times negative 24 squared, plus 4, which is 0 equals 576a plus 4. Move the 4 over, right? So my new a is going to be negative 4 over 576, which is negative 2 over 288, or negative 1 over 144. That's our new a value. So it would make sense that it would change because now the height, maximum height's different, and the entire time that the rocket's in the air is different. Okay, guys, it was nice seeing you. I will be back again in another week or so.